Are you ready to awaken, heal, and align with your highest self? I'm Heather Len, founder of Heart Alchemy Wellness, a spiritual life coach, certified Ayurvedic nutritionist, QHHT practitioner, and 300-hour YTT yoga instructor. I've dedicated my journey to guiding others through deep transformations through shadow work and energetic healing. Through Chakra Wave Tuning and trauma-informed sound therapy, I help you unlock your inner wisdom, balance your energy, and step into your true power. Whether through one-on-one sessions or through our immersive retreats, I'm here to support your path to wholeness. Join me on this journey of self-discovery and healing. It's time to reclaim your power, awaken your heart, and step into the life you were meant to live.
Grand day, my lovers. Heather Lynn here with Daily Heart Alchemy. I hope y'all are feeling well and smelling well. And it is a grand day on this Mars Day. So please, before we get started, like, subscribe, and share. We need this wisdom to be shared through others that are like-minded and love learning more about themselves, learning how to be a part of a wonderful community, and just being an authentic light leader as we are being called to be right now. So, yes, it's Tuesday, which represents Mars Day, which is a fire sign. We are in a Mars year, meaning there's a lot of action, speed, and velocity to the things that are changing in our life. So before we jump into our 12 laws of karma, which we've been learning about, we started last week, and we learned the first law, which we're going to review today, and we're going to step into law 2. But first, let's go ahead and see what our community and Heart Alchemy Wellness has to offer you this summer. First, this weekend is the second Dayton Reiki Share. Yes, this is a community event for each and every one of us. It's time to start coming out, exploring, navigating, learning new ideas, just being that light, that essence that we're being called to be in the community. Yes, with it being the Mars year and today being a Mars day, what a better way than to take action on something like this. Also, we have Astrology 102 coming up June the 21st. This is going to be a beautiful event. It is going to be a continuation of Astrology 101, but you don't have to have Astrology 101 to be able to attend, because I'm going to catch you up lickety-split. Release your inner dragon. Yes, this is a kids event. This is something new that we're trying to bring to the Cincinnati area for the younger collective. Okay? Keep in mind, we are trying to find our inner child. This is a great way to step up and step into that role of nurturing your inner child. And what a better way than dressing up, right? Right? Okay. Then we have June 22nd. We have the Sacred Community Father's Day brunch meetup. It's going to be a Reiki share that is going to be amazing. It's going to be in Sharonville. You're going to see Via Peach perform. Very excited. I love Peaches. Like, girl, love girl. We're going to be working on some stuff in the future. So, and then of course, last but not least, For the month of June, at least, we have Hocking Hills at the very last weekend. Again, there is still time to sign up. If you want to just take a brief moment, we can basically watch some details about what you can enjoy at this particular retreat that we're going to be hosting at the end of the month.
If you're craving peace but still searching for connection, this is your chance. Discover the Sacred Light Retreat in Hocking Hills. Join us for a beautiful 2-day holistic healing event hosted by Marcus, also known as Christolite, and the Sacred Kingdom community in stunning Hocking Hills, Ohio. Immerse yourself in holistic education and healing flow shops led by skilled practitioners. From shamanic blessings to shadow work, biofield attuning to morning yoga, this retreat offers a unique blend of activities designed to rejuvenate your spirit. Imagine hiking through lush trails, enjoying plant-based meals, and connecting deeply with like-minded souls around a campfire. Day 1 kicks off with a welcoming cacao ceremony, followed by powerful workshops and a sunset picnic dinner. As the evening unfolds, join us for flow arts by the serene lakeside. On Day 2, start your morning with a rising meditation and yoga session. Choose your path for an enriching hike complete with a picnic lunch and a group subconscious reprogramming meditation with Marcus himself. Wrap up your transformative journey with a vibrant hooping flow shop, leaving you refreshed and inspired. Tickets are available now, but spaces are limited. 1-day passes are $55, and 2-day passes are just $99. Scan the QR code on the flyer or text Marcus Christolite at 513-238-5580 to begin your sign-up process. Reconnect with nature, revive your spirit, and join our conscious community. See you in Hocking Hills.
Okay. Very excited for all of our military personnel, current, past, potentially future. You know, if you are interested in gathering community with veterans, we have a veterans retreat. I think it's the 12th or the 13th or the 13th, 14th. Okay. Now this is going to be an immersive retreat where we're going to be working with the veterans directly, and we have a few light leaders that are veterans that are going to be there. AJ is one of them. He's going to be assisting us and welcoming and help facilitate, bridge, and help us bring into some beautiful warmth into the community. And then of course 8/8, bum, bum, bum. This is going to be one of the most powerful portals of the year. It's the Lionsgate portal. I'm a Leo North Node, which means this is going to hit me in one of my activation points. It's Sedona, Arizona. That is on 8/8. So without further ado, let's dive in. I forgot that I didn't have anything to cleanse, so I'm just going to use some sage.
And ultimately, what that looks like.
Ascension Stones, your Crystal Gemstone podcast. Coming up on this episode, Christolite and Yuga lead and guide us through a journey of laying out the groundwork, of grounding.
It's ungrounded. And how do we ground? Well, we ground out of our root chakra, as well as the soles of our feet. And the key is having the root chakra and the soles of our feet clear and open as energy centers.
I find that pyrite actually has gold in it, very small amounts of actual gold, so the fool's gold was kind of true. But it's just a great stone to work with to get that energy flowing and getting the mental flow. And the next one would be fluorite. So cubic fluorite comes in all the colors. Fluorite is the most colorful crystal in all of the crystal kingdom. But this one
Activating and stimulating those meridians more with those stones. And then the properties that that stone carries would then be infused with that stimulation.
The first grounding, spiritual grounding crystals that showed me that you can still elevate while grounding. And that's one of the cool things with the spiritual grounding stones. Another one that comes to mind would be garnet. Garnet's red. I believe it's either garnet or ruby.
And bring us into our cleansed sacred space, can't dive right in dirty. One thing I'm learning is my spiritual cleansing is like mandatory. Mandatory. All right. Yes. You hear that? Anyone that's working with individuals, your spiritual cleansing is mandatory. Like you don't have an option. Grounding, cleansing, purifying, transmuting, spending time with yourself, sage, garlic, all of it. All of it. Okay. All right. Now that we have the energy space cleaned and clear, we're going to let this burn until it's ready to be done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, today we're using the Journey of Love. Of course, it's my girl, Elena Fairchild. This is actually one of my very first Oracle decks, you guys. So this deck always brings special meaning anytime that we work with it. Okay, so today we're going to be diving into the second law of karma. There are 12 laws altogether. We're going to review the first one. Spirit already knows what we're talking about today. So let's just see what this card has to say about universal law, karma law number 2. All right. I invite in the divine white light and the violet flame to cleanse these cards of any energies that are not of life and love and not bringing beautiful energy and abundance and prosperity with love, kindness, and compassion. So it is. Because sometimes you have to, sometimes your guys, it'll be rough. Because sometimes they just have to tell me how it is. They're like, let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Look at all that energy. Okay. Angel of Jupiter Awaken. Ooh, I love it. And I got another one. The Ancient Ones. Okay. So earlier I had a situation where I had to go be a mother, be the mom. My daughter had someone that was living with her and was trying to take advantage of her. And she's, pretty much has tried everything. And today we had to go handle that. And I was just reminded that she's grown up so much. And I couldn't be more proud of her. But our cards today is 6, which is all about balance, right? Balance. And this says Angel of a Jupiter Awaken. Okay, now if y'all don't know about the astrology, Jupiter just moved into the sign of Cancer. And it's going to stay here for the next 12 months. And if you have Cancer, Sun, Moon, rising or ascendant, descendant, somewhere where it is actually defined in your chart, you are going to be receiving this beautiful, lucky assistance. And whatever house you have Cancer in is going to be where this lucky abundance is going to be. For me, I have it in my first house, which is the house of self. It is also, I'm a Cancer rising. So what it's doing is it is activating and it's giving me positivity and magnetism that I normally wouldn't be able to, it's helping. It's, let's be real, it's taking its little beautiful divine fruit from the universe based on the astrology, right? So let's just see. And everyone else that has these placements, you're going to experience this too. So it wasn't Gemini. So for the past 12 months, if you were a Gemini and you had these placements in your natal chart, you were chosen to receive these beautiful nuggets and gift from the universe through the astrology. So it says Angel of a Jupiter Awaken. Angel of Jupiter Awaken. And I love this one because it's all about the throat and the heart chakra. Because you see all the blue. says the ancient ones, which is number 52, which is 7. So we have 6, 7. So look up angel number 67 too, because there's a message for you there. Okay. 6. It says, beloved, within you there is magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberant than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now. Feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger? A smile, a yes to take an offer of adventure, sharing vulnerability without fear, taking a step forward into the unknown, daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you, as you. Embrace the courage of your own divine heart, open heart, and dare to dream. Beloved, the bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. This oracle holds a message for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Do not hesitate. Take it. If you're acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, more playfulness, and more spiritual authority than usual, this is confirmation that is coming from a genuine place within you. If you are experiencing some havoc in your life or sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as an affirmation. Yes, there is change. Taking action on this Mars Tuesday. If you're experiencing, there is change, and yes, you are outgrowing once was. So you will be prepared to receive what is which is suited for you in your next stage of growth. Because my throat chakra is going crazy, like yeah. Reminding me that the old Heather didn't used to speak up, and the new Heather's like, no, I'm bold, I'm assertive, and I am using my Pluto-Mars trine as a gift, because if something rubs that axis point, I understand there's an opportunity for growth. Awaken your arms, I wait to stop, savoring each moment for an eternity. Like an angel, you light the room, your loving giving to the love I've held within. Unbridled and free, our dreams unfold, and we are forever changed. With an open heart and an open mind, there's endless opportunities. And then 52, which is the ancient ones. Again, let's take a look at the ancient ones. So, I don't have my mat down there and my skinny ankles are rubbing. It's probably a message like you got some stagnated energy in your feet, Heather. Yep, I'm being guided, I am. Thank you, Spirit. I'll go work that out. I was guided to take the day off and to honor all of the work that I've done this far, and that I need to focus on the things that I enjoy doing, which is this. Yes, but I also need to give myself rest. I've been processing a bunch of stuff, and which is fine. I mean, I'm always going to be, I got the transmutation gene key twice, once in my professional house and once in my family house. So there ain't no way around me being in constant transmutation. But I am learning to honor my own vessel and monitor my own system. Like, hey, girl, you need to back off, right? I need to take a break, or I need to do this. Because just last month, I just was on go. And this month, as you can see, it's go time too. July, we're about to start filling that up today because I'm getting everything together. So I'm just so blessed right now. Just thank you. And all of you, you know. Okay. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose your heart if spiritually it is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around in the physical world yet. Like my daughter, she wants me to cleanse energy and transmutate, but she doesn't, like the way that I do it. I went with my big ass selenite pyramid that's stuck in the corner, and I went with my Goju ball, which is a powerful transmutation stone that you literally hold in your hand, and you just, there are ways to combat energy on an energetic level with the loving light way. And she kind of looked at me like, what is this? I'm like, I'm cleansing the energy off your back. I was like, I see it, because what we don't realize is when someone's upset and then they get upset with you and they start talking about you and gossiping, that energy is projected to you. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Okay. And if you aren't aware of your vessel and you do not have yourself properly protected on a spiritual level, people can, try to send you spiritual attacks. And I'm trying to remind my daughter, hey, boo, you just like me. You a 4-6, meaning that you are supposed to be here helping people. And you're a life path 8, meaning you're going to be coming across all the people that love you from past lives that you're here to be mad at and upset, but you're to realize that anger only is a reflection of yourself. And I know that because that's what I've been learning. So today I had a download about my mom and just like kind of going in like, what's my mom on today was just like, bow, hit me right in the face, because I've been integrating this new past life, the one where I was this Indian. And there's a lot of rage and anger and sorrow and sadness with that one, man, like for real. And I understand why I was led to the, how everything, unveiled as far as the onion, how it happened. But so back to my mama wounding and stuff. So today I was just asking, I was like, it just hit me. I was like, holy shit. The same emotion that my mother felt in the womb with me was the same helpless feeling that I felt in that lifetime when I sat there and I got pregnant by the people that, killed and raped us girls, in our family and stuff like that. And I had to witness all of that. And then, I thought the just thing to do was to go there and to show balance and, do my thing, right? Little do you know I was above so below. So anyway, it was the same energy. And then I was like, holy smack, here I've been like trying to, find more understanding with my mother. And I'm like, holy shit, it's your own reflection, Heather. And I'm like, and then my guys are like, I'm self-below. If I'm putting stuff down, it's going to fall back on my face. I'm telling you, anytime I act out of alignment, literally, it gets bad. I'm not supposed to be that way. Yeah, well, I don't want to say that, but I know better, because I know I'm here to help the collective. And when I behave in ways that are of my highest self, then that's not serving anyone. And it perpetuates what's called a pattern or a cycle. So, boom. Okay, anyway, so let's see what the ancient ones have to say, because it goes back to my daughter, and it's not understanding. It says, though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they could not see into a very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds where all spiritual growth begins. So with the ancient ones reach out to you and bring you a message. We see you, beloved. Let's put our hand over our heart. Our masculine side. I have my right hand, right? Because he's needing love. He's like, I've taken all this action. And he's just, Virgo South Node right now is just like, like, we're going to repurge everything. And these are things that I've known, but it's integration time, right? First is the test, then is the testimony, right? It's a process. It says, we see you, beloved. We honor your growth. It is real and it is palatable, and it will soon manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honor your light. Namaste. Says the Oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, try to translate your inner changes into your outer experiences. Take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see that reflected back to you in your physical world. We're about to dive into this law number 2, and I'm just like, thank you, Spirit, like for real. Ooh. And you'll see in your physical world what you have become within. And then you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationships too. And it's true. Like, I held on to a bunch of unserving things, and looking back just at the past, even last month, I don't even recognize myself. The things I used to allow and the energy I used to allow in my life, I'm like, Like, I even love my boo thing with my daughter, but I'm like, you know, she's young, so she's still in that defiant stage, and I'm like, I'm not here to contest you. I'm just here to be a wisdom, you know, keeper, and to keep the peace, and to provide you the nurturing and the abundance and, you know, guidance that you need. But, you know, take it with a grain of salt, because she is her own very strong, powerful woman. But she just needs that reassurance sometimes. But when I came in with my selenite and my stuff, she's like, and I was like, well, you know who you are, because I'm trying to get her to feel more comfortable with it. Because at the end of the day, love her. But I've known from when she was a little girl, I've seen her powers and her gifts, right? She was one of the first ones that I saw in the elevator when she was singing. She has a beautiful voice that's captivating and that she never uses. So here we go. Here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. Here's knowing the emotion, like wind, blows many ways. And of course, we will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. And, you know, this past year has just been, I used to be an overgiver. So, and I'm a healer. So those two things do not go together. Also, I had generational trauma that needed to be dealt with. That, come to find out, I was the one who created all of the disease. And I blame many people for that disease for a really long time. And that's what I've been integrating this past month. Just like I just went ham and said, damn, my mom felt like that. No, I felt like that one lifetime. And then this lifetime, I asked for a mother that felt the same way so that I could heal this facet of myself, right? Because these things don't get to go in the new. And they're not going in the, first of all, they're not going in the new. They've already been dealt with, compartmentalized, not shoved down. They've been felt. But when you are grieving a full chapter, I'm 44, I'm grieving 44 years of who I thought I was, you know, and so are you. Everyone is. Like this year, each and every one of us are going to go through 9 different growth phases of death, transformation, and rebirth. Mine just happened to be mostly in the beginning of the year, and then when Saturn comes back in September into Pisces, there is a test and a challenge for me. And I already know what it is, and I know who it is. And but I'm being guided that I have different tools than I did in the past, and that it's okay. Like, I've got this, you know, I got this, you know, like I know who I am now. And I also was guided that I wasn't meant to know who I was then. And I'm meant to find out exactly right now with these activations. Bella, oh, happy full moon, by the way. Happy moon. If back tonight. I'm going to go live for a little bit and we'll do like a little filming ceremony. Now, it might be 10, 11 o'clock, but that's okay. We will howl at the moon. All right, y'all, let's get to this. Okay, so basically, we've been talking about the 12 laws of karma. Let me check time real quick. Okay, whatever. We'll be done in 5 minutes. 12 laws of karma. Okay, so the first one we talked about last week was the law of cause and effect, which is law number 1. It's the great law. It says this is the most fundamental law, stating that every action has an equal reaction. Ooh, you putting out that fire energy, you're gonna get right back at you, right? Oh, it's just transmuting energy in my mama's wound, and that it was the same energy that I put out that had to come back to me to be alchemized and transmuted. Oh, right? Truth. Okay. So study.com states that every action that you take will have an equal reaction. Think about it this way. All right, tap into your third eye and visualize. You throwing a rock into a pond, and then you see the ripple. Whoa, 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 whoa. That ripple effect, that is cause and effect. Newton's law. Right? And it's also the law of karma. What goes around comes around. Okay, number 2 is the law of creation. All right, this one gets real juicy. Real juicy, right? Your reality is a direct result of your thoughts and actions. What? Oh, generational trauma escalates how we are our father's sins. We are our mother's sins. We hold 8 generations of lineage knowledge within our cellular memory. Okay? Our higher self has full access of all of our lifetimes and who, where we've been, when we've been there, why we were there, what we didn't do, why we didn't do, what lesson we were to learn, all of this stuff. You want to do a QHHT session? You know, hit the scan now right here on this QR code, because I'm doing a summer sale. You can do 1, 5, or 10 sessions. Honestly, the more sessions that you buy and dive into, you get a greater discount. All right. You want to know who you are at a soul level and you're having a difficult time. That's where I started, because it leaves your veil of consciousness open for 72 hours. All you got to do is ask, you shall receive. And whatever wisdom you're ready for, you'll be able to get it. Trust me. That's how I got all my stuff. That's actually how I learned how to travel the Akashic record, was facilitating the QHHT. And then I realized, well, I'm talking to their higher self. Well, why the hell can't I talk to my higher self? And I did the research, and he's like, all you got to do is just literally just tap in. And I'm like, well, how do you tap in, right? And then I just tapped in one day when I was driving on a long trip. So anytime that I need to process information, I'm going to take a long trip, because I want to get all that wisdom, because it's the only time in my life that I'm going to sit my butt down long enough to be told what to do. And it also puts me in a third eye perspective without actually reacting to everything. It allows me to see it so that later on I can integrate it. Now, sometimes this integration could take years. All right. Healing is not linear. It's not. And anyone that tries to say, oh, no. Wait till you go through a hard ass Saturn cycle and tell me you have no karma. Bullshit. Just being real. I'm a realist, you know, like, and I'm not trying to be mean or to contest anyone's beliefs and stuff like that. You know, these are my beliefs. No, we have transits in life that are to take us to these different places to experience these different things. You signed up for a list of emotions to experience, and you will experience those through transits throughout your life, right? So you may have had a good life all the way up until now. But now it's the season for a reason that change is needed, which all of us are being asked to do. This alchemization process has been going on since 1987. It's not new knowledge, right? Why do you think people are trying to lose weight? Why? Because all of the disease stores in your fat tissues, creates inflammation, and it creates blockages, disease. It's okay though. What you don't know, you can't really sit there and hold yourself accountable for. So we do a lot of things that we don't know because they've been taught, or we've been, they were learned behaviors. But once you know, you can't go back and put your head in the sand. All right. So at the end of the day, we throw the rock in the pond, right? Thinking that nothing's going to happen. And then the ripples are the result, which created an entirely new experience. Because now you have the rock going to the bottom in motion. And then you have this second force rippling out, right? And think of it this way. Because for me, what happens is if I'm frustrated and I say something, I'll literally, I get instant, reflection because I'm a life path 8, which is why I know not to do things, is because I've tried it. I've tried to run and hide from my life's purpose. I literally tried to go back to the corporate job. I kept trying to be that person I used to be. I kept trying to bury things under the sand. I tried to put my head in the sand. I tried all of these things, and my guys are like, nope. Look at it. Because when we're wisdom keepers of our family, it's our job to transmute. And you can't run and hide what you signed up for. But now that I know this wisdom, all right, going into June, I understand my role and where my service is leading me, and how all of the things that I've experienced and that you and I have experienced collectively has been ultimately serving us. Because we know that stuff can't go with us. All right? That can't go with us. None of it can. We're being asked to release all of it. So with that, let's go ahead and release anything right now that's ready to be released with our daily Qigong. And then we're going to go ahead and lead with our heart and take action on the things that we desire. So here we go. We're going to start with our hands and cleanse the energy in our hands. We're going to clap 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to move to our underarms. If you can move it like that, great. If not, you're just going to hold it half mast right here. Okay, there's no difference except that you're going to get a really good smack under if you can lift your arm all the way up. But again, this is about sovereignty, honoring your body. Don't beat yourself up if you can't lift your arm up. Don't. Please listen. It's just stored energy that can be removed through simple practices, dedication, love, nurturing, awareness, and care. All right? Trust me, that's where I started. I had to sit down, I had to slow down, I had to give myself grace, I had to stumble. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it. 9. Take a deep breath in. We had done the 1 and it just threw me off. Take a deep breath out. Moving to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you've had any recent heartache, or you have a heart blockage, or some of your lower channels, it can sting a little bit. And I'm just going to be honest, it stings a lot for me because constantly I'm filtering through past life stuff as I meet people and as I experience and I have new things, and it's going to be a constant thing. I understand that now, but initially when this change was happening, I'm like, what is going on? right? And then now I'm getting downloads like, okay, avoid this person, or this person's here for you. Because once you start eliminating some of the things that are weighing you down, then you get to be able to embody that highest version of yourself. It's amazing. Like, it feels awesome sauce. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. All right, let's move to our feet so we can wrap up for the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, because that is 9 apiece. And we are going to go ahead and leave everything right here for the day. I just want to say thank you so much. You know, learning the 12 laws of karma is going to be awesome, because we all need to know this, right? You want an abundant life? Well, you have to know this first, because this is the construct that the universe works under. And understanding the energy that you are bringing to the table each day makes a difference. All right? The days that I'm not feeling well, I don't need to be touching people. Period. Right? That's just the way it is. The ones that try to push through, which is what the old Heather would have done, I can't do that in this work. When I was an insurance agent, I could push through and push through and push through. Not when you're doing healing work. If you're not listening to your guidance, your guides will put you basically on hold check. Like, I done told your ass that you needed to time out, you needed to spend some time to yourself, because you got your own vessel, which is primary, right? And that's the thing I'm always willing to give until I have none to give. My guys are like, oh, no more. No more, ma'am. And I've learned to be honest with myself. Are they adding or are they taking? If they're taking, I don't give anymore. It's how you have to set those healthy boundaries, right? All right, one love. Y'all have a great day. Happy Mars Day.
Attention veterans, your next mission: healing and community in beautiful Loveland, Ohio. Imagine a place where nature's serenity meets powerful ancient healing practices. Welcome to the first ever Holistic Healing for Veterans Retreat, happening July 12th and 13th in Loveland, Ohio. This is not just any retreat. Hosted by Marcus Crystolite of Sacred Light and co-hosted by former Marine Sergeant AJ Lardy, this 2-day outdoor camping experience is designed just for you. Alongside fellow sacred community members Heather Lynn of Heart Alchemy Wellness, Lauren aka Peach, Katie Singing Eagle, and Niara, you'll dive deep into holistic shamanic level flow shops. Picture this: sound healing that calms your mind, shadow work that uncovers your true self, and subconscious reprogramming to help you rewire the brain from PTSD and trauma. All set in a beautiful, secluded, natural setting with a magical riverside. And it doesn't stop there. We'll provide clean, vibrant meals for all diets, ensuring you nourish your body as well as your spirit. Let's grow together as a community, bringing empowering healing to ourselves and our loved ones. Tickets are incredibly affordable. Just $33 for 1 day or $77 for the full 2 days. But remember, you must register first. Scan the QR code on the flyer or visit the site next to the code. Got questions? DM Marcus Crystolite directly at 513-238-5580. This is your chance to find peace, connect with fellow veterans, and embark on a journey of profound healing. One love.